Alright guys, so one of my viewers requested that we make a video on Trial of 1 with Fist. Now, Trial of 1 is pretty difficult for new players, but using Fist makes it way harder because you do way less damage than normal. So, I'm going to quickly be going over each part of the trial, and hopefully it's able to help you fight the mobs easier with Fist. Now, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you run over here. Now, no matter what weapon you have, the parry trial is always going to be easy once you learn how to do it. For the first 2 rounds, you want to just react because it's really easy the first 2 times. You can just press F and react. But when it starts to speed up, you don't want to parry every single orb. You want to parry in a pattern, and you'll see what I mean watching the video. But you want to parry in a pattern. You don't want to spam it every time because you can die easily like that. You want to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a pattern, and the auto parry will help you parry all the orbs and you'll be able to survive easily. So that's the best way to do the parry trial. Now we have the sharko trial. Now with the sharko, it's really the same as all the weapons. You want to make sure that you do get as much hits as you can, but make sure you have room for parry and dodging. So don't get too greedy, but you should be able to determine whether you should go for another hit or not. Sharko is really the same on all weapons. What I will say, with Fist and Dagger, it will take longer, so don't expect to just take free damage. Make sure you parry everything you can. Alright, so now we have golems, and arguably Fist is the best to deal with golems since it does blunt damage, and blunt damage does more damage to mobs that are made from stone. And with the golem, really you just want to react to the attacks. The beam may be a little tricky, but once you fight him enough times, you'll be able to dodge the beam. Now, the only problem with dodging the beam is it does put your roll on cooldown, and if he does a little hit attack, the arm attack that guard breaks, then you won't be able to dodge it. But most of the time, you just want to run when he does a little spin move, and you want to dodge most of his attacks. You can parry too, but it's safer to dodge. Now, after golems, we have the Thresher, and the Thresher's attacks are pretty simple, and you want to do your best not to get hit. First attack that they normally do is the 3 bites, and the parry timing is a little bit earlier than you think it is, so keep that in mind when fighting it. The second attack is the claw slash, which are pretty easy to parry. You just have to make sure you're looking and paying attention, and you know the timing for most simple, easy parries. Lastly, it's a tail whip. You want to time this right as soon as it's in motion going towards you. You don't want to wait any sooner than that, because if you do it too late, it's going to guard break you and he's going to do a lot of damage. So just make sure you react to the tail whip attack as soon as it starts moving towards you. Press F. Now, the last move that the Thresher has is the ground burrow attack, and the ground burrow attack is really easy to dodge. All you need to do is, when it turns red, just roll. That's it. And this one is the easiest Thresher attack. One of the easiest attacks in the game, really, to dodge. Just roll as soon as you see red and you'll be okay. Only time it could be a little dangerous is when you're bad ping. But other than that, just roll as soon as you see red and you'll be fine. Alright, so next we have angels. The first thing that I do when fighting angels is run back, because normally they would do a light spirit attack. Now since they changed how angels work, they just dash at you. When fighting angels with fists, what you want to do first is you want to parry twice and then use your crit, because you're able to hit your way in evade crit every time if you parry twice, since their AI makes it block instead of parrying or dashing again. When fighting angels, you want to make sure that you have them at a wall or a corner, because it's easier. You can always hit your evade crit if they dash back and it hits a wall, because they have nowhere to run to. So it's way easier to fight an angel if you can try and pressure them to get to a wall or a corner. But really all you need to do to fight the angel is just make sure you parry twice, then use your crit, and make sure you can get them near a wall or a corner. When fighting Enforcer, you only want to hit him one time. You don't want to ever go in for a second hit, because if you go in for a second hit, he will punish you for it, most likely. I wouldn't do it. I never do it on any of my builds, no matter what happens. Trial, depths, always M1 him once. Make sure when you parry, if he does faint, just hold F. You don't have to dodge, you don't have to do any of that. If he does faint his M1 attack, all you have to do is hold F and you'll be okay. Then parry. After you hold F, you want to parry the next attack. His attacks are pretty slow, and if you just react and focus, you should be able to easily beat him. Don't get too greedy for M1s. Make sure you focus on parrying when fighting Enforcer, because you're really squishy and don't do a lot of damage with fists. So just make sure you're always hitting your crit when you're not taking a lot of damage. Alright, next we have the Stone Knights, and with the Stone Knights, they look very scary to fight and very hard, but I promise you they're not as hard as they look. What you want to do is the first slash you want to dodge, and then you want to look up and see if he does another attack. So dodge the first slash, look up, and if he does another attack, parry it. If you aren't able to get the parry timing, hold F. Look, you want to dodge the first slash, look up, parry the second slash if he does one. Now even if you do miss your F, make sure you dodge whatever coming next. When fighting Stone Golem, parrying is like your second option. When fighting Stone Golem, you're mostly going to be dodging. And he's really simple and fast to kill with fists. All you want to do is make sure that you dodge his first slash, parry his second slash, and the stump move and kick, just dodge as soon as you hear it. You'll be fine. Now, I did die to the Megalodon here, but you don't really need to complete it to do your build. If you do, the tips I can give you on trying to beat it is hold F against the orbs and try and parry as much from the sharko as you can. But other than that, you don't really need to complete, do the Megalodon to complete your build. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Let me know what more type of videos y'all want to see, because